Hello everyone and welcome to another video on the channel and another episode of the Watch Pile. I believe this episode is 22 this week, I think. Quite a few that have been picked out this week. I'll try and get everyone who got it right. So first up we have Kenny's choice, and Kenny chose one of the few, actually it's the only Steven Spielberg film that I own in the collection that I've not seen, and it's Empire of the Sun. Very young Christian Bale in what I believe is his first role. I mean, it's Spielberg, can't really go wrong with a bit of Spielberg. So yeah, that one is a great pick, Empire of the Sun. Then Ash has gone with Noah Baumbach's The Squid and the Whale. Jeff Daniels, Laura Linney, Jesse Eisenberg, Owen Klein, Anna Paquin, William Baldwin. Yeah. I think it's like it's like what you expect from a Noah Baumbach film. I think like a bit of a black comedy, I think, about a family and the parents are splitting up, I think, like a dysfunctional type thing, coming of age, so that one could be good. Then we have, I'll get there in a minute. I'll come back to that one because I need to recalibrate, think who picked that one. Then Roy has gone with a classic with Henry Fonda, The Grapes of Wrath. I really like Henry Fonda. This is supposed to be a cracking film, John Ford film as well, so yeah, great choice there, Roy. And then Stuart has gone with Rolling Thunder, which is William Devane and Tommy Lee Jones, revenge action film, I think, from what Stuart was saying, written by Paul Schrader. So yeah, that one could be an interesting watch. And then Giz has tortured me and again picked Eden Lake. Something makes me think if this gets picked, I probably won't sleep much tonight, because yeah, I've just heard it's very, very disturbing, about a couple on holiday, something bad happens. Yeah, Eden Lake. Then Paul has chosen Bullet with Steve McQueen, which I believe was chosen last time we were on shelf one. Love Steve McQueen, classic that I've not seen yet, so yeah, another great choice. And then I think, correct me down below, but I think it was Tom that picked this one, Dope, a film that's obviously going to be right up my street. Produced by Forrest Whitaker, written and directed by Rick Famuyiwa, executive produced by Pharrell Williams. You got Shmeek Moore, Tonya Valori, Kirstie Clemens, Kimberly Elise, Zoe Kravitz, ASAP Rocky. I know some of the names. Coming of age sort of film from, I think it was 10 years ago. Yeah, this is the American import, so play region 3 on my player. So yeah, another great one. What I've done this week, because there's a few in thin cases, I'm not going to substitute them because it's about equal. The only one I'm obviously going to substitute is Eden Lake, which I'm substituting with Nocturnal Animals. So if that's the one that gets chosen, then that is the one that shall be watched. So let's give it a good old shuffle. And yeah, I'll go for this one, and it is Dope. Okay, good choice. Yeah, like I said, looks right up my street. I like these sorts of films. How long is it? Just trying to see if there's a time. Is there a time? Yeah, 1 hour 44, so not too long. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. And I will say, with the ones that have already been picked a few times, so Bullet and unfortunately Eden Lake, I'm going to try and get these watched before we get back to shelf 1 again, because I don't want them to keep getting picked just because I've not watched them yet. So I will attempt to get them watched before the next time we do a video. But yeah, I'm going to go and watch Dope in a minute, and I shall come back after and let you know my thoughts. So I got mince my words there. I just got done finishing watching Dope, which yeah, really enjoyed. I would say if you've not seen it before, although I can't really compare it to the film I'm going to compare it to purely because I haven't seen it, but from what I've heard of it, I think it's going to be a very similar film. I'll say this feels very 90s, even though it's not set in the 90s or anything. They're basically a group of characters. Are basically, they love the 90s. There's a lot of 90s music in there. just the aesthetic of the film itself, and it, like I said, it feels like a 90s film. It very much, I would say, is a bit like Friday, from what I've heard of it. Basically, it follows a group of friends, especially our lead character played by Shamik Moore, who plays Malcolm, who is basically their lives at school. One day Malcolm gets mixed up with a local drug dealer, and comedy ensues. He basically gets left these drugs when this drug dealer gets put into prison, and he's snuck the drugs into his bag, and he's got to try and get rid of them, and he has no idea how to get rid of them. You got this guy trying to get them, who the drug dealer has basically doesn't want him to take them, because I think they were the ones that start like a gunfight in a club when everything kicks off. And yeah, you got Zoe Kravitz in this, who's kind of his love interest. It's just it was really funny. Yeah, there's a section in this film, like I said, they're just trying to get rid of the drugs. They're told to go to this guy's house, and they do, and he goes out to get some food. Whilst he's out, the guy's sister basically starts trying to seduce Malcolm. It's very funny, and something happens. Yeah, it was just very funny. I thought it was a lot funnier than I expected it to be. I thought I'd like it. I thought it was going to be just more of your average sort of coming of age like sort of film. Definitely a comedy, definitely funny. Yeah, I'd recommend this if you like a good laugh, or it's still a coming of age film, so I would definitely recommend it. And yeah, Forest Whitaker narrates the film as well. Yeah, a lot of fun, this one. I am glad that I watched this one. It was the one that was picked because, excuse me, getting a bit tired now. It was yeah, a good choice. So that is Dope. And now we are back up on to shelf 2 again. Around, I'm not going to stand on a chair. So first up, that is the wrong way around. So this is our first. Stuck in Love is a rewatch. I'm not going to do Army of Darkness until I've seen the other Evil Dead films. There we go, that's that one. Put that back. And then we got Police Academy 1 is excluded, and the Shanghai films are rewatches. So let's see. First Final Destination is excluded, so it'd be the second one. Family Plots excluded from the Alfred Hitchcock set. Stuart Little's got to be a rewatch. It's been a long time since I've seen it though. And King Kong as well. Very long time since I last watched that. And The First Nightmare on Elm Street is also excluded. And then going up here, Valerian is a rewatch. Yeah. So those are all the ones that you have to choose from for the next episode. So let me know what you want me to watch and sort of review. I wouldn't really call it a review. I just give you my sort of general thoughts of the film, what the film's about as well. But yeah, let me know what you want for. I'm just going to move that up because there's a bit of a glare. Still a bit of a glare. No, I can't do anything about that because the light's on. Yeah, just let me know what you want me to watch next week, and let me know what you think of Dope if you have seen it down below. Yeah, as I said, I'll try and watch some of the ones that have been picked. It's just with all the stuff that I've picked up recently as well, excuse me, I'm trying to get through that, stuck into that, because I have, I'll show you, if you can just see down there on the floor, those are 3 piles between, basically between what I picked up on Saturday, some deliveries, and the last one. That's most of it. So there's 3 big piles worth to get through. It's going to take me a long time to get through that, as well as what I've actually got on the main shelves. So I'm kind of just, like I said, trying to get through as many of those as possible. I'll probably switch them up for some of these in between. Like I said, I'm definitely going to try and get Bullet and Eden late watched before we get back to shelf 1 again, because they've already been picked twice now, so I feel it's fair to give them a watch. But yeah, that is it for this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, turn your notification bell on so you know when I have a new video uploaded to the channel. Comment down below anything and everything. As you know, I always take the time to get back to anyone that leaves me a comment, because I really do appreciate it. And that is it, so until next time everyone, take care, goodbye.